Okay, so this last one here, we want to transform a previously transformed function, 3f of x plus 2, into a different transformed function, f of 2x minus 1. So this can be a bit complicated, so we want to just kind of organize things. So we're just going to start with the y's because the y's are relatively straightforward. So with the y's, it looks like we're starting with 3y, and notice I'm ignoring the inside, x plus 2, and I'm changing that into basically y minus 1. So how am I going to do that? Okay, so first of all, I want to get rid of, I have a times 3 in the original. I don't have a times 3 in the n. So I want to get rid of that times 3, and I'm going to divide by 3. So now I have y, and I need a minus 1, so I'm going to subtract 1. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to do a vertical compression of 1/3. And the second thing is I'm going to do a vertical shift down 1. So I start with the 3. I compressed it into just a regular f, and then I subtracted 1 to get it down 1. Okay, so there's my y's. So let's now look at the x's. The x's are a little bit trickier because with x's are completely backwards. So I have an x plus 2, and this is supposed to end up as a 2x, but it's completely backwards. So really I have to think of this going in this direction. So I want to see what happens to the original x to get to my 2x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for this x here. So I'm going to get rid of that times 2 with a divide 2. And so what's happening then is I need to first of all, the first step is, well, first thing is I want to make sure I recognize that I am really trying to figure out, this is my expression that describes the transformation. Okay, and we can just check here because the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a horizontal shift left 2. So if we think of this x plus 2, the first thing I'm going to do is, so it's going to be plus 2, because this is going to describe what's going on. So this is originally left 2, and I'm going to go to the right 2 to get rid of any horizontal shift that I have in here. Okay, so that's my first step. The second thing is I need to end up with a horizontal compression of 2. So, and if you take a look at my expression here, I have a divide by 2. So it's a horizontal compression by 1/2. And so that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to left 2 to get rid of this. So I'm going to go right 2 to get rid of this left 2. I'm going to basically bring it back to the middle. And then I'm going to divide by 2 to create this horizontal compression by 2. So those are my steps. And the strategy I used was I just kind of looked at how do I get from old to new. Okay, so I have my notation going to the right, but really I need to make it go to the left. Okay, so I have my original y and then, my original x, which then converts into this new expression. So I should put in here, I need to get rid of that times 2 with a divide by 2.